In this animation, we will describe how to produce esters, starting with carboxylic acids and alcohols. So we can make esters by reacting an alcohol with a carboxylic acid. This is usually done in the presence of a strong acid catalyst, such as sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid will act as a catalyst, and this reaction is called esterification. So now we will examine the esterification reaction. As an example, we will use methanol and ethanoic acid. So the alcohol in this case is methanol and the carboxylic acid is ethanoic acid. These two will react in the presence of a catalyst, such as sulfuric acid, to produce methyl ethanoate and water. So methyl ethanoate is the ester produced. Esters get the first part of their name ending in YL from the alcohol. The second part of their name ending in O8 comes from the carboxylic acid. So this is the ester produced, which is methyl ethanoate. Methyl comes from the alcohol methanol, and ethanoate comes from the carboxylic acid ethanoic acid. Let's examine how the reaction takes place. Here are the reactants, which are methanol and ethanoic acid. So this alcohol and this carboxylic acid will react together in the presence of a catalyst such as sulfuric acid. So they will be beside each other. Notice these bonds that are highlighted in red, which will be broken. So the carboxylic acid will lose its OH group. This bond over here is broken. The alcohol, which is methanol, will lose the hydrogen of the hydroxyl group. So this bond is broken as well, and a new bond will form between this OH group and this hydrogen atom to produce H2O. So a molecule of H2O will leave, and then a new bond will form between this carbon atom and this oxygen atom. So a new bond has formed, and now we have the ester, which is methyl ethanoate. So this is how the reaction takes place. Let's watch it again. So we will start with the reactants, which are methanol and ethanoic acid. The carboxylic acid, ethanoic acid, will lose its OH group, and the alcohol will lose its hydrogen. Pay attention that it will lose the hydrogen which is bonded to the oxygen atom, and not a hydrogen bonded to any of the carbon atoms in the chain. A molecule of H2O will be produced, and then the oxygen atom of the alcohol will be bonded to the carbon atom which holds the functional group in the carboxylic acid, and then an ester will form. This ester is called methyl ethanoate. So the first part ending in YL comes from the alcohol, which is methanol, so it's methyl, and the second part comes from the carboxylic acid, which is ethanoic acid, so the name will be ethanoate. So the name of this ester is methyl ethanoate. Which ester would be produced by the reaction between ethanoic acid and propanol? So try to write the name of the ester formed when ethanoic acid and propanol react together. Excellent. The name of the ester formed is propyl ethanoate. So the first part of the name, which ends in YL, comes from the alcohol, which is propanol, so it will be propyl, and the second part comes from ethanoic acid, so it's ethanoate. So the ester formed is propyl ethanoate.